Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to take the derivative of sine cube of e to the 2 theta plus 3. So I'm using a different variable in this particular example. I'm using theta instead of x, which is not going to make any difference. We're going to now differentiate the function with respect to theta instead of x. So I'm going to rewrite this function in this form, like we have sine of e to the 2 theta plus 3 and cube of that. Okay, so we have sine cube of e to the 2 theta plus 3 is the same as sine of e to the 2 theta plus 3 and cube of everything. So here we have like a power rule, so we have d over d theta of u to the n is going to be n times u to the n minus 1 times du over d theta. So in the first derivative, like a u equals basically sine of e to the 2 theta plus 3. Okay, so now let's take the derivative using this power rule. So we get this 3 comes here, the n, which is the exponent power, times u is sine of e to the 2 theta plus 3, and then we subtract 1 from our exponent, times du or d theta would be the derivative of sine of e to the 2 theta plus 3. Okay, so we are done with the first chain rule, and now we have to do this right here. So here we have our u equals, we're taking the derivative of sine of u, so d over d theta of sine of u equals cosine of u times d over d theta of u. Okay, or du over d theta. Here in the second, the u is this thing right here, so u equals e to the 2 theta plus 3. So in the next step, I'm going to write it as 3 times sine of e to the 2 theta plus 3, and 3 minus 1 is 2, times the derivative of sine u is going to be cosine u times du over d theta. So it's going to be cosine of u is e to the 2 theta plus 3, cosine of e to the 2 theta plus 3 times the derivative of e to the 2 theta plus 3. Okay, so now we took the derivative of sine u, which is cosine of u times du over d theta, so that's cosine of e to the 2 theta plus 3 times d over d theta of e to the 2 theta plus 3. Now here we have the derivative of e to the u, so d over d theta of e to the u equals e to the u times du over d theta. Okay, and here u equals 2 theta plus 3. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take the derivative here. So we got 3 times sine of e to the 2 theta plus 3 times cosine of e to the 2 theta plus 3 times the derivative of e to the 2 theta plus 3 is going to be e to the u, which is e to the 2 theta plus 3 times the derivative of u, which is 2 theta plus 3. Okay, so now in the final step, I'm going to take the derivative here. So we have 3 times sine of e to the 2 theta plus 3 times cosine of e to the 2 theta plus 3 times e to the 2 theta plus 3 times the derivative of 2 theta is going to be just 2, and the derivative of 3 is going to be 0, so we just got 2. So this is going to be our final answer for this problem. So hopefully this helps.